All right, launch week is over. clipspal finally got public, and I want to show you some product updates that we shipped this week. I hope they made user flow for new users much better. So let's add clipspal here. Let's autofill. This is a project inside Workspace. You can have as many projects. So if you have 5 websites, it's really easy to work from one dashboard on the videos. I think we are good here, so let's add the first project. The first thing that I add was this checklist that I think is super good, kind of easy to understand what is the next step. So we'll go to the next step. We'll add characters. We're gonna pick a style. Here we have some recommended styles. I'm gonna go with, I like this one, medical 3D render, and we will add, skeleton, founder. Yeah, I think kind of this. We have clipspal. Yeah, I think we're good to go. So generating character is, I think, the most important step, since this image will be used as the base image for scenes that will be the backbone of your videos. I think styles is kind of the most important thing to generate a good character, because a lot of people try to do photorealism and all of this, but I don't think actually AI is great at this, and it's so much better to have some, you know, cartoon, or as you can see, like these 3D renders, because it's just the AI kind of makes them look more natural. It's more natural to look at the cartoonish character talking. So let's take a look. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that works for us. It's a little bit different, but you know, we can always do edit and just generate new character based on some feedback. So if we want, for example, mm, no smoking here, we can just select something else. So the character is done. We need to browse voice is definitely a tough topic, but we created a recommended list of voices. I think we can go with, let's listen for Michael.
It is a profound truth that the deep thing
A business is only a success.
I like this one. So let's select edit, save settings. So now everything is done in terms of characters. I think, do we actually save the voice or not? We did, but this is a bug. Okay, I have a bug to fix. This is overall is much faster than it was before, because before you need to do a lot of things, but now I think it's much better. So next, let's go to serious. This thing I added, which I think is super helpful, when you go to one of these 4 tabs for the first time, you kind of get this welcome pop-up with key information, like what's happening, what is this used for. And I think overall I got it right. It might benefit from some image. I probably will add it, but overall I think it's good. We can click new series, and basically series is a topic for multiple videos. Like if you don't want to brainstorm the video every time, you just think, okay, maybe we record 10 videos pro versus beginner, right? Yeah, I think that here what I want to do is, I like unpopular predictions. Let's add this series to my product. So basically, now I can generate ideas inside this series. We'll go to taskboard. I think taskboard is the kind of the most overwhelming tab in the platform, but it is what it is. So we'll generate ideas. We have our project clip spell, our character. We're gonna go with any format, 10 ideas, any duration, and we'll pick unpopular prediction, and we'll generate ideas. So I can do this manually and I will show it to you, but I think for us, it just makes sense to kind of get the initial brainstorming. And it won't take long, but maybe there is a good idea there that I can work on. So we got our ideas, and yeah, they're here. So the thing that I built that I really like is score backlog. So we got 10 ideas, we can obviously go through all of them, but I have this automation step in which AI goes, analyzes this bunch of ideas based on project series. So they group by it and just thinks what are the good ideas and what are the bad. So for example, 7 approved, 3 stayed in backlog. I mean, I like this one overall. It's honestly decent. I mean, this is also good. So let's open the task and let's see what we have. We have some idea, description, cinematic action, which makes sense. AI decide. I mean, we're good here. We got 4, which I think is all right. And then we can basically run the task. We can just do a full pipeline. Everything will be done. Or we can go custom, which I really like. And my favorite plan is run all planning. So the thing is, AI can do full tasks easily. That's AI is good at this. But sometimes what we want to do is maybe pause for a second and double check that AI is doing a good job. And I think the best moment is when we generated all scenes, all scripts for scenes, and all images for scenes. So before we start to generate audio, video, we're just like, is this where we want to go? Because otherwise we just spend credits. It's not great. So as you can see, a few things are happening. First, it decided on duration on 60 to 90 seconds, which is a long video, but maybe it's fine. We could say less. I mean, we could say 15 to 30 seconds, but it just decided. It generated some pitch, a lot of things like what is the emotion, what is the hook, what is the style, design wise. Now it's generating script. So as you can see, we have 7 scenes and it generates script and animation prompt, visual prompt. We have this loop in which it generates scripts, then it reviews scripts. And if the script is not good, it iterates on script. This all happens, invisible for users, but we might see that in activity right now. We have a nice checklist to view, where things are going, and again live activity, which I think is super helpful. I don't usually edit this stuff here. I just trust AI to just do a good job. I mean, the most important to have like good idea and description. If you have a clear direction for the video, you just need to have a good idea and description. If you trust AI like how I do right now, you know you just trust it. So yeah, obviously 7 scenes will take some time. A few things that I really like here too. We have credit estimation, super good if you just want to understand how expensive it will be for you. For example, we have right now plans. Um, the cheapest $49 is 1,000 credits per month. It's kind of depends on how long the video is. Obviously, this is very long video, 60 to 90 seconds. In the 60 to 90 seconds, we can fit like multiple short videos. But again, yeah, that maybe makes sense. Okay, we got it. Here, let's take a look what's happening. So we still generate fresh. Okay. So as you can see, it generated, but some things are, not properly done. So for example, for scene one, we have too many characters. Why is this a problem? Because we have some scene guidelines. So for example, first scene is 5 seconds. If we have too much script, the audio will be too long and we will not be able to speed up it to match the clip. So AI does that. I think it's super cool to not think about, but obviously it might take some time. In the meantime, let's just take a look at the tasks AI didn't like. The app marketing playbook is already a skeleton before you ship. Every app growth strategy I was told to be that. So, ideas worse. Maybe generate ideas didn't really describe idea properly, and we can just archive them all, which is super cool. We don't delete them. We can still find them in an archive, but they definitely don't distract us. And these ideas that AI liked. So let's go back to our task. Hopefully, yes, the script is finally done. And now I think the best part of clipspal is happening. We generate a scene plan, which I still love. And I have for my workspace 2 image per scene, my preference. So for example, this is the first scene, still posting manual, behind you already extinct, which is super cool hook, I love it. And we have 2 image variation. They are both generated from the original image we selected for our character, but they're different a little bit. So as you can see, we have this image, which is okay. And we have a second image. We can have up to 4 image variation, but I usually go with 2 just to kind of reduce the cost. This is not bad too. Both are honestly decent. And we have the second one. I mean, that's a good text, I think. Makes sense, kind of founder sitting. Yeah. So I love this. It's a good consistency, the same character. I think this image is a little bit like the guy's just walking straight into the window. So that's why I like to have variations, because you can always take a look. And it will run the pipeline until all image variations are done, and then we just can select and then run everything else. What I really like is it changes the angle. So as you can see, we have like the guy is sitting, then this guy is walking, then like a really a close up. So this is a good change of pace and just the visual. So I like this one. Yeah, obviously the next steps will be to generate the audio and video. We have a lot of scenes to go through. Yeah, I mean, should we go for the whole video? I mean, we probably should go. All right, so I generated a video. I did cheat a little bit, so I deleted all scenes after second one just to speed it up, because I need to go to sleep, man. And we get just 2 scenes, but I think it kind of gives the whole idea. And here's the video.
Still posting manually? You are not behind. You are already extinct. One founder posting 3 times a week. An automated pipeline posting 30. The gap compounds every single day.
So yeah, I mean, obviously just the start of the video, not so many scenes in, but a few things that I think are working really good. So first, the videos are kind of dynamic, at least in the camera angle. I mean, obviously the guy is not doing too much, but this is a video. If we instructed it to, to be like a football video, it would play football in the background. Second thing I like is the subtitles. In the one word mode. So at the time, only one word of subtitle. They are working really good, which is for some reason what was not a very easy task to do. And yeah, and as you can see, the scene two is actually 10 seconds, but the audio was 8 seconds from the 11 labs. So we kind of cut the video so there is no dead end in the second clip.
The gap compounds every single day.
Yeah, so it's a nice touch too. So this video is done. Obviously, we'll not post it since we're not yet posting videos for clipspal. We're warming up account, but you can just download final video and yeah, and just post it. That's it. There is nothing else to do. The video is done, just post it. And to think that all of this was done in, I mean, what, like 15 minutes of work, like when you add project, add character, think about series, think about the ideas, it's kind of cool. Then if I have a new task that I want to do, I don't even need to run it. I can just put this in the queue. And when I put this in the queue, the Clips file will just grab it and start running it for you. And when it completed, it will take the new task from the queue. So basically, you can just generate 20 videos, put them all in queue, leave the website in I don't know, I guess maybe one day every video will be, which I think is amazing. Yeah, so this is Clipspell. A lot of things I improved, obviously, a lot of more things to improve. We added a mode in which you can have multiple characters. So if you want them to like kind of switch, we could have, let's say, a skeleton you know, in the costume. We also could have like a Gen Z skeleton, and then it would switch the scenes, maybe some more interactive stuff going on in the video. This is definitely already done. We plan to add background music next week, something to, kind of improve the vibes of the video. I think super important. Yeah, right now we have two plans. Is a self-serve. If you want to do it yourself, $49 the starting price, which I think is definitely a good price for almost 30 videos, depending on the size of the videos, obviously. And we have done for you, which starts at $250, and we do that for you. If you don't want to do it, you just grab done for you, describe your project to us, just send it in email, whatever, and we create characters, we create videos. I mean, we can even post it if you have a Postbridge account, but if not, that's it. All right, that's Clipspell. Launch week is over, super busy. Really grateful to every customer that we got, and I hope to add more cool things to the product, make it better for people that want to grow their apps with viral videos.